What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Good morning from the United States of America. It's my last day here. A little bit later, I'm flying all the way to Ghana, but I'm actually flying over Africa, basically to Dubai for a layover and then back to Ghana. So it's going to be 33 hours with layovers. So I probably won't be making videos tomorrow. But yeah, just to fill you guys in. But we're going to go over Bitcoin. Currently, we're sitting at 44K. We're up about 7% on the day. In our last video, we talked about all the bullish signals for BTC, and we have broken out. So we're going to go over a little bit of that as well. So we're sitting at a market cap of 825 billion. 24-hour volume, 42.28 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app and grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto. Free Spotify, Netflix, Prime. Travel incentives, depending on the level of card that you have, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So a little bit of an article here. Bitcoin analysts eye crucial levels to hold after BTC price almost hits 45K. So we're just going to scroll down here. So 44K has been tested a million times. Wouldn't want to be caught shorting that. Popular Twitter account Don Alt summarized as part of a post about low time frames. So the more the price hits a level of resistance, the higher likelihood it's going to break through it. Just as if the price continues to test support, more likely that it's going to break through it as well, guys. So 40K, good support if we should get a surprise dip. Bitcoin thus improved its image as a potential safe haven in times of strife, reversing initial losses as the Ukraine situation began to unfold late last week. Bitcoin is proving itself a safe haven in times of global uncertainty. It has outperformed every other asset class by orders and magnitude since the Ukraine invasion. That's absolutely incredible, guys. All this war is showing us when it comes to cryptocurrency is its ability to be used when you can't trust your local currency, guys. So Bitcoin, an alternative to mobile's money in the midst of war. Since the beginning of the invasion, intraday transaction volume has been increasing by 259%. On average, 1.3 billion rubles, which is 13.1 million. And that data is being cited from Crypto Compare. On the other hand, in Ukraine as well, daily cryptocurrency trading volume has tripled, according to crypto exchange Kuna. Sorry, I can't read their currency here. Harvinius, about $5 million, guys. So as many of you already know, the banks, the ATMs, many of them have been shut down in Ukraine and in Russia. Bitcoin is literally seizing his own citizens' money straight from their bank account, which is horrible. So it just shows us we cannot trust the currency that is controlled by our government. And because of that, people are turning to cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin has climbed 13% since Russia decided to invade its neighbor Ukraine, while the US S&P 500 index rose about 2%, while gold, which is usually a traditional safe haven, only rose by 3.5% on February 24th when the invasion began. So we're seeing the strength of Bitcoin. Now people are turning to Bitcoin instead of gold. Cryptocurrency is the future, guys. But it's just my opinion, not financial advice, because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a young guy from Canada. So we're going to start here on the 4-hour time frame. We talked about our inverse head and shoulders. We broke out with the technical target all the way up at 45.7K. Now we have hit that major level of resistance at 44,000, which we have tested multiple times right here as well. And as I said, guys, the more times you test resistance, the higher likelihood you are going to break through. We are quite overbought, so we could definitely see a retracement back down to about 42K. We have a lot of support in this area, support here as well. I'll draw up a little price tag as we are quite overbought on the 4-hour time frame, as well as the 1-hour time frame. As you can see here, we created a higher high, and it looks like we may have created a slightly lower high in the RSI, and price is pushing up while money is flowing out, which can be the early indicator of a move back down. Or the bullish scenario, we simply consolidate, we indicators come back down to a healthy section, and then we see continuation. But a bit of retracement would be healthy for our friend BTC, and we do have major support at 41.9K. If we were to lose that, guys, then your next support would be coming in at about 40,000, 40.9 thousand. All right, so we're going to pop over to our next chart here on the daily. So a couple of scenarios. We do have a beautiful double bottom pattern with a technical target of 61.3K. So if we are going to see continuation of this bear market, I do think it's likely that we come up to about 55, 60K. We get rejected and then we start to roll over. We are seeing a fractal of the 2018 bear market as I posted right here. As you can see here, we created a higher high. We rolled over. We went through a large correction, dead cat bounce, and we saw the continuation of the bear market. We almost came up to the 0.786. So here's present date, guys. We created a higher high and then we started to sell off and now we're starting to bounce. So if we're going to continue this fractal, guys, what will happen is we'll come up close to the 786 and then we'll roll over and we'll see continuation back down to 28 to 29,000. However, if we were to break this fractal and we come up to 61K, we break above the 0.786, we hold at a support, we break the previous high and we head all the way up to 108K. But as of right now, we are following this fractal. I first saw it on the blockchain backer, so do check out his channel. He is following it quite closely, and if that scenario does play out, guys, we will bounce up to about 55 to 60K. We will roll over and come all the way back down to these lows. Actually, let me show you guys this fractal on the chart here. We'll scroll back to 2018 and you can see the similarities. So you can see here we created a higher high. Here's 2022, guys. We created a higher high. We started to sell off. Dead cat bounce, very close to the 0.786. And then we rolled over. We saw continuation of the bear market. So we've created a higher high, large corrections. We're starting to bounce. So if we continue to follow this fractal, we'll come up to about 55, 60K. We'll roll over and we'll see continuation of the bear. And the bullish scenario, we break the 0.786. We break this high. We see continuation all the way up to 108. But it looks like our Williams indicator was accurate on the weekly time frame as we've been covering for quite some time, guys. Let me quickly turn it on here. It does flash green when it believes the bottom is in for BTC, and it did flash green when we were down at about 33K, and so far that has been the bottom, just as it was right here, the bottom right here, the bottom here. It called the bottom large bounce. It called another bottom right here large bounce. It flashed green when we capitulated as well, and then we saw the massive start to our bull run right here. Flash green, major bounce right here. Flash green, massive bounce back to the upside. So we've just flashed green at 33K, and it looks like we're starting to bounce, guys. We are hitting resistance on the 20 EMA on the weekly. As I mentioned, guys, we have to get back above the EMAs as well as the 21-week moving average and the 50-week moving average. So we could definitely hit resistance at about 47K. That's the 50-week, and the 21-week is coming in at about 49,000. But we have got back above the daily EMAs, guys, which is bullish in my opinion. Just let me quickly turn off some of these indicators here. So it is a strong bullish sign, guys, that we're back above the 20, we're back above the 55 EMA. So as long as we can hold them as support and we can break this neckline, that's when you're going to see that beautiful push up to about 55 to 60,000 where the 0.786 is. And we are in a technical target if that neckline is broken to about 61K. If we look at the Bitcoin long positions, beautiful increase in longs, guys. I've been covering the long positions for feels like months now. I said, look, guys, we're seeing a beautiful increase in longs, which is telling us that whales, institution, retail traders are scooping up Bitcoin. They're buying, buying, buying. And now we started to break out. But we are quite overbought, guys, as you can see on the RSI. The last time we were this overbought was right here, and we did see a massive drop off in the long. So do keep that in mind. However, we have seen a huge drop in the short positions, which is extremely bullish, guys. They just got absolutely wrecked, absolutely liquidated. So that's exactly what the bulls want to see. If we look at the DXY, we're still getting rejected by the golden ratio. So what we want to see, we don't want to test it too many times, because as I said, the more you test resistance, the higher likelihood you will eventually break out. We want to see the DXY get rejected, start to roll over. We do have that bearish divergence on the daily. And as we know, guys, when the DXY is falling, the price of Bitcoin is rising. If we look at the SPX, guys, we've gone through an ABC correction with a bullish divergence, the S&P 500. So hopefully we can get back above the EMAs and continue to push up here. As we know, Bitcoin does move with the stock markets, as well as the Dow Jones ABC correction, bullish divergence, lower low, higher low. So hopefully we see some continuation. This correction is over and we start to push back to the upside. We'll see what happens, guys. Anything can happen in the crypto market, but as of right now, we're back above the EMA. So what we want to see is we come up, we break about 44.8K, and we can see continuation back to the upside. Just watch for that dead cat bounce scenario. Let me kind of zoom out here. I will be selling most of my positions right in between that 55 to 60K mark. I'll be dollar cost averaging out of my positions. And then if we do roll over, I'll begin to buy once again with our DCA strategy. So that's it for this one, guys. Shout out to the Discord, over 1,800 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto, as well as the DCA trade strategy, fully explain the DCA charts for the live trades on the channel, and buy and take profit zones if you're looking for entries, exits, if you're looking to dollar cost average into your altcoin positions. $350 USD, price of a coffee, you really can't beat it. Sign up to Bybit, that's where I do my trading, and I will see you in the next video. All right, much love, take care.